Yep, great question. I mean, apart from, like, assume you're convinced the business is at the right point, to go talk to investors. And along the way, you should have, been doing, coffees and different ways to kind of get to know different investors, talking to a lot of entrepreneurs about different investors and the pros and cons and their focus areas and different opinions. And so that when you get to the point of like, okay, I want to raise money, try to make that as kind of defined a process as possible, right? And so, have a deck. It doesn't you don't have to write a business plan. You don't have to, spend a bunch of time, on graphic design and things like that. Tell the story of your business, the way that your business should best be told. It's a selling process. It's a business development and selling process. You want to make sure you tick off, all the parts that people are going to ask about. What's the value prop and how big's the market and who's the competition. So you need to tick those things off, but don't be formulaic about it. Be authentic about it, telling it in the most compelling way that's right for your business, and try to, have a set of investors lined up that you want to go talk to, and try to go do that, in a period of weeks and have all those initial conversations, so that you can hopefully build some momentum among those. There's the classic dynamic with angels. It's all about finding a lead. Once you find a lead, it becomes a lot easier to get the rest of the people to write checks. I think that's probably another dynamic that's even stronger in Seattle, than other places. It doesn't mean your best intentions mean you're gonna get funding, done in a 1 or 2 month period. But that should be your goal, right? Is to go into it and say, hey, I want to meet all these folks over a couple of weeks. I want to see who's interested, and I want to try to keep the different investors kind of on the same pace and not be in this like rolling, like I'm always fundraising, I'm always meeting with folks. Now I realize it can take a long time, right? You might strike out in that first time. You'd be a good listener, understand, where the gaps are, and if you realize you're not going to get the round raised, then figure out when it's time to say, all right, I'm going to take a step back, go try to get focused on these things, and then get back into the fundraising market.